Hi everybody, we are up to day 11, inspired by Wendy's Journal Adventure is her page on YouTube, and it is basically to choose one of her tutorials and make something. And so I thought I really liked the paper bag covers, so I'm going to have a go at it. So the first thing she did was folded this down and glued it. There. Oh wow, I just started filming and my flatmate decided to use the printer, so sorry about the noise with the printer. I don't know why she printed that out. I should have probably turned it off while I was doing this. At least my printer's not super noisy. Okay, so this is going to create a little tuck spot, and we're going to, and now, so this is a bit of Tim Holtz fabric that I got just recently. Was pretty good. I'll show you it. I already cut it. So yes, it's sort of the French patterning, and I thought, I wasn't quite sure what I was getting when I ordered this. I mean, it said material, but I kind of thought it looked on the ad that it was possibly like tissue paper. That's what I thought I was ordering. But it's like there's quite a lot of it. It's there. I'll get lots of use out of that. So I decided I'd try one of these, and Wendy stuck this down over here on this side. So I am going to put the glue on this side. And as Wendy said, try not to get any of the glue bunching up, and only maybe do half at a time. That's so we can, you know, get the material stuck down. So you could use any paper bag and try and get the edges as good as possible. Because it's going to be covered with the material, and then even a bit of collage paper over the top. And even though my sewing machine, it does have a sewing component, even though my sewing machine's sad. It's a sad old sewing machine. Or maybe it's my inability to understand it that's sad. Can cut that a bit later. And now do the second. This is just a classic Australian lunch bag for kids for their school lunches. got some bits of paper. So this is how just get a bit more glue in there, really get that edge stuck down. I am actually going to sew around the edge. So it's going to have a tuck like this and a fold like this. So then you'll have 2 tuck spots and 2 tuck spots. And you can put, so this is a choice, of course, even watching a tutorial with someone else, you can decide if you wanted to put some pages in, which I might do. I might do that. Let's see. In fact, I think I will. While I'm going to go downstairs and sew, I'll do that and I'll be back. Okay, and I'm back. So, my machine is not that old, but I haven't actually serviced it, and I just realised I wasn't meant to sew that bit there. So it does its own thing in some ways. And then unpicker. No, can't pull it. So yes, it does do its own thing, which is sort of annoying. But, however, it's still quite cute. And the good thing is that with Wendy's tutorial, any tutorial that anyone does, it's really good if you make it your own. Do your own thing with it after. All out the way. I'm not a loose thread type of person. I don't actually deal with them very well. Well, it's too messy. Alright, so I think Wendy actually stuck the paper down over the top afterwards, but I like that, and I've taken the opportunity while I've been doing this to stick an insert in. Now the other thing Wendy did was stuck a bit of this along the edge. So I'm going to start to bring a bit of me in here. Putting my little take on it, and I want it to be like that. And once again, we use the Pretend Fabric Fix glue, the craft glue, which smells Axe and looks the same but costs less. Because we're sticking onto fabric. I don't know why. I don't know why that's funny. I just I don't know why. Don't mind me. Silly sense of humour some days. Do a little bit extra there. And put this over here. That's cute. Thanks, Wendy. I'm kind of enjoying this process. The 100-day project. I realised I've been tagging everything just 100-day project, and it's actually for Rachel, it's the 100-day project. So I might go back through all my YouTubes and edit my hashtag if I can. Otherwise I'm not really connecting myself into that. Now, that's one. I possibly at some point might want to Mod Podge over the top of that so as the paper's not unsealed. I also learnt a cute little tip. I think it was Gail that did this little tip. Sometimes you just forget, don't you? I watch so many of YouTubes in my other spare time when I'm not making these to support other women in their crafting, and that was what she did. Just that little bit that was sticking up. How good's that? Thanks for that, Gail. I'm pretty sure it's Gail that did that. So there's a few more little bits. Might as well get a bit of practice at it. Learn something new, give it a bit of a practice, and then you remember it. You've got it. You've got it down. Yeah. It ripped off and stuck under. Oh well, never mind. Oh dear. Now that's not stuck under there. Right, okay. Stop messing around, Christina. Let's put one on the back. This is from a book called All That Glitters that I have cut and taken the cover off, and now all these bits of pages are there, ready to go. Now I am aware that I'm still trying to catch up to Sarah and Rachel. That's a pocket, there's a pocket, here's a pocket, and here's a pocket, and here's some pages. And what I actually thought was that as day 12 is Leo, Wendy's cat, inspired by Leo, I felt like I might like to make a couple of little Leo tags, and these were from a, what do you call it, a vector art, a free vector art. And even though Leo's got it, from what I can see, got a little bit more of a white face, he's still a ginger cat, and he gets up on the table and he has a lovely time, and it's quite funny. I'm a cat person. I've got my cats, as I've spoken about in the past, with my cat having IBS, so she's always grumpy and annoying and giving me a hard time because she wants to be fed 24/7. And I am a cat person, but I've always been a bit of a don't get on the table cat person. So, like, Wendy, you are very, very kind. I couldn't deal with that too well. So I pre-fussy cut these vector art pictures of little cats, and I'm probably going to just round the edges on these, I think. Where's my edger, my little edge punch. Cute little Leo. It's going to sit in there. My version of Leo, anyway. And I also have got some slightly bigger ones. The other day, remember it's got the copper. This was a blue and a pink. They were the Distress Oxide sprays. I've got a blue and a pink. And then over the top I've got the new acrylic one that I got, Derivan, I think it is, in the copper. So I just thought they can be little writing spots on the back, and I thought I would put two of the bigger little cats in here. I don't know that they'll, I think they might be, yeah, they go in too far into there, so they're just going to be little extra writing spots for here and for here. Go. I don't think, I know that some of these activities are longer and some are shorter. I really enjoyed this one. I feel like I probably could go on and on about decorating and doing more to it. And I think, okay, let's use a bit of orange zest. We're really thinking about Leo, who's orange, and I might just distress a bit of it around the edges. See that? My hand's creating a bit of a shadow. Got Leo orange now. Get it on there. Oh, don't you hate that when it doesn't work properly? That punch. Every so often you get a dodgy end, dodgy corner. But when it works, it's brilliant. Let's see if we can fix the dodgy corner. Kinda. Not really, but there you go. I'm not going to do that one. I think the thing about the 100-day project too is it's a variety of different things, so you get to do things you haven't done before, which I might have already said. But I also, what I'm also enjoying is that because it's every day and because there's not just the different activities, but there's also the fact that if you're just doing your own work, you probably have a whole little heap of things that you just do all the time. Whether it's using the same colours, doing the same sort of a tag, all of that sort of stuff. And this actually is allowing me to sometimes get out of my comfort zone, which it has been, which is good for the sewing part of it, because my sewing machine is... I actually really like this effect, even though the fact that there's all that red shows that the tension's all completely wrong. But however, I wouldn't normally use a lot of orange, so I've had that. That's been fun to get a little bit of orange from the local Spotlight shop. And I probably will think about maybe some sort of a clasp, or what Wendy did was made this into a journal. So, I could actually find this spot. I could actually put it in here with a bit of elastic, which I might do somehow, or a bit of lace or a bit of material. Anyway, there you have it. That's my day 11 and 12 all in one. I think I've got some card that will fit in there, and they can just be in there for extra writing space. Or when we make these journals, we use them ourselves often, so I might just come back to that and go, oh, that's something I'm interested in putting something on. So anyway, there you have it. That was a quick one, and it was 2 days in one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're all well and looking after yourselves and not getting too crazy in isolation, and hopefully, I'm pretty over it. Hopefully everyone else is keeping calm about it, and hopefully it will be over. So if not soon, over with ease and peace. That's what I think I'd like.